What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of something happening down here because nobody's feeding them? Oh, apparently we ran out of chicken feed. Well, ain't that a bitch. I thought we had more chicken feed than that, but apparently I have failed at chicken feedery. Our chickens are apparently dying of starvation now. So let's go ahead and turn them all into food if we can. It's fine, we just need more oat fields, I guess. And you know, I didn't really think about that before I made the ones that are way up on the hill. Dude, man, you only get one meat per chicken? That's brutal. Can I kill all the chickens? Like, if I have, like, 0 chickens, what happens? Does it take, like, a long-ass time for them to restock? Either way, I built another chicken coop up there, but we're going to have to come up with a solution to our bean problem. Now, we didn't get, like, a full harvest last season. So it's possible that we just didn't get enough of it done to have to worry, and so... See, why isn't this guy in this middle field? This lady right here getting it done, look at her right now. She's working like all day long. These two other dudes retiring after like 8-9 minutes. There's, you know. We could work on it right now, but feeling a little lazy at the moment. Don't really feel like this is something that's necessary for me, you know, like, oh, growing potatoes. In reality, this is all just kind of transitional for me. Like, why should I grow the potatoes that everybody else is gonna eat? I just don't see the profit in that for me. I'm like, well, you are taking a rather capitalistic approach to helping out your clansmen. I suppose it'll have to do, but I don't really have any solutions for you. We got a couple people who are without jobs. Let's see, I told you to do that. I told you to do that. That's probably the people that are all kinds of messed up right now. There we go. They should start converting that over. I would not be against it if more of you guys were farmers. I would not hate that for a moment. If more of you want to be farmers, that'd be great. We don't need a hunter anymore either now that that's done. Got people gathering and handling things right now. It should be alright. It might be worth it to put in a big, like, field over here. I do wish you could make the fields in weird shapes. So, like, you could do a square, and then it would it would actually conform to the shape of the road right there. I do think that's a feature that they should look into adding, just because it'll make things look nicer and purtier, and I like it when things look nice and purty. So we got all of our farmers on it right now. It's spring. This field right here is doing fantastically. It's looking like it's going to be ready to go nice and early this year, in all honesty. These guys are out here just working on potato lines. Doing those potato lines. And if we can get ourselves up to like 3,000, 4,000 vegetables, that definitely takes the edge off. Wait, what happened? A chicken died in an animal attack. You know, I don't think that it did. I think they're actually spawning and then they're starving to death right afterwards. Like, I think it gives you a freebie chicken depending on what you try to do over here. I don't know. Alright, so over here, how's that barn looking? That's going to be almost completely and totally food. As far as I know, it might be worth it to get a road running over to here, meep and all that. So let me take a road. And if I could, I'd like to see it extend out like so. And then from there to there. And I mean, if we can make it up this hillock, that sounds fantastic. So we'll go from there. And then we'll move that to right. It looks like there's something in the way that makes the road zigzag right there. I don't know what it is that's making the road zigzag right there, but apparently there's a thing. And it's bothering people. It's making them very, very upset and agitated right now. Our fish supply is not looking so great, but our vegetable supply is looking pretty fantastical here. You go away. As time goes along, we get more and more populated with like ridiculous quantities. Oh my god, what's up with that chug? Is that the roads being built maybe? It's gotta be the roads being built or something. Not sure what's causing that. But it seems to be on like an increment. It'll be fine, it's not a big deal. Somebody Houston has grown up and is ready to party. Oh no, ready to study, sorry, those are two different words. I was thinking ready to party. Sometimes you gotta be ready to party. You've heard this song. You know how it goes. Sing along, Nerd Castle. Sing along. I think I would like to build like an extra house up here somewhere if there's room. Unfortunately, it looks like we're going to have to do a little bit of land evening outening before we can do. That's a technical term. Evening outening. But having everybody live in town like this is kind of a bad plan. Like, I would love to have somebody at the end of the road right here and just use that as a stopgap or whatever. It looks like the next chance I'm going to have to actually make like a little community, though, is going to be over and on this side. Take that down by 1, and there we go. The road continues. I'll probably try to put in another warehouse or something over here too. Like another food storage area. I mean, I know these guys are fishing their hearts out down here, but they're just not doing it anymore. Fishing, unfortunately, the speed at which it takes place is kind of low, and it's really not holding us together right now. And I might have to run the game. I don't know what's going on. I got like a little bit of a chug going on. Let me investigate for a minute. Whatever. Must just be one of those early access things. I have no idea. Let's see what we got going on here. We have many, many roads being constructed, which is probably a good thing. I could probably convert that into a field much, much easier than I could do anything else. They're over here getting potatoes done like Moz, so good for you guys. I'm trying not to starve to death right now. Got a 5,000 limit on potatoes. They're actually already taking in the oats, which is super badass. I wasn't expecting that at all. Worst case scenario is that we convert... Well, we make another oat field. I mean, it's possible that we grow some oats, or it depends. If this harvest right here is large enough to the point where we have like an insane amount of potatoes, then we should be able to just ignore things for the next part of the season, and it should be alright. Over here, we ain't really got a whole lot of food left. We killed off all of our chickens, so that'll probably do that. We got the one guy working at the coop right now, so we might as well just turn that off for the moment and not even worry about it. Got oats up inside of there. I'm not going to worry about making more grain for a very, very long time. I see no reason to stress about it or to even treat it like a factor for right now. That barn's filling up. I'm happy to see that, actually. Our food supply has been bad enough to where had me worried for a bit. We got one person over here reforesting and trying to get that done. Looks like firewood is going okay. We've got a reasonable amount of cast iron, although I would prefer to have a lot more. If we get that number up to 70 or... Oh, we're out of tools for right now. So never mind then. Let's go ahead and pull that, and we'll go ahead and put somebody in right there to start working on tools. Start blacksmithing those things out and making our lives a little bit easier. Bread production takes a while, and so I wouldn't put a whole lot of faith in that for the time being. And I cannot wait for this potato harvest to come in. That's actually going to solidify us. If we have enough food in our potato harvest to last us for a reasonable amount of time, the next thing I'll probably try to line up is we'll just use this to do like one really, really big bean harvest, or I'm sorry, an oat harvest. I keep thinking those are like green beans or like lentils or something like that, because that's kind of what they look like from the picture. Those are coming on in. We're probably going to get like... It's hard to tell how many of these are going to get out. Let's put somebody back on the chicken coop. And hopefully they'll go ahead and feed them up and make sure that that works out really, really well. I'm thinking we're going to end up with like a lot more oats than... I mean, when it's full up on chickens, it's hard to tell. But it looks like we're probably going to have around 300, 400 oats by the time we get done with this. That's what it looks like to me anyways. Grain field is almost done. Grass field is almost done as well, which will help out. We need that to pad our numbers on just about every building we've built so far. Yeah. Ah, well. That's the way life goes, I guess. The guy that's supposed to be working on this right now, I don't know if he actually is working on it. I did have another hunter's lodge that was supposed to go up out here, so maybe we'll concern ourselves with that right about now. A hunter's lodge could more than likely fit, I mean, just about anywhere up and in here, but I do think they need to make the game less about terraforming. They need to make the constraints on building buildings a lot less stringent. You should be able to build like wherever you want to build, and they'll just put the house on stilts, or they'll like put little bars up or whatever it takes to make the building stand, because this right here where you're constantly like digging out of walls and stuff, it just looks funny. Like I in general, I just don't like the way that it looks. I think it looks ugly. I don't like it very much. Let's go ahead and get some builders on that real fast. We aren't really stocking up a whole lot at the moment. I mean, people got to walk a little ways to go and get themselves some food. But I actually wasn't expecting them to be this ridiculously lazy and not just go up the hill to get their stuff. If I could make a little land bridge right here, I'd be totally okay with that as a resolution. But for now, it's like, well, yeah, I'm hoping the building system gets resolved in kind of a more satisfying way. I would really, really prefer it. Over on this side, we've got some construction going, so hunting cabin should be up and live. I'm going to turn these two guys into hunters by the time that goes off, because I don't know if you noticed, but there are quite a few animals over here gathered, and so they should be able to have a pretty lucrative year just banging away on bears and wolves and stuff if we can get them situated on that side. What are those, javelinas? Oh, big old boar-looking thing. Okay. There's javelinas. It's javelinas. And the nice thing about these right here is he should put these vegetables inside this barn, which will help distribute it a little bit better. And so we'll use this one over here as like a backup barn. And this one right here will be like the main barn. I wanted to add the frame drag you're seeing right now is not the game itself. It's because I'm recording the game. Unfortunately, the program I would normally use to record this game causes it to crash far more frequently. And that was the one that was giving us a perfect 60 frames. This one right here doesn't like the game. I mean, it doesn't crash the game, but at the same time, it lowers the frame rate. So it's kind of a little of this, a little of that. Luckily, I don't think anybody's going to be too mad about like 50 frames per second. I mean, if so, I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you. Don't need my builders anymore, so my builders are done. I'm going to have them manually chop some wood for a little bit. I may also consider... So yeah, I think once your last chicken dies, that's that. Like, you don't get that chicken back. We may have to bulldoze and rebuild this thing, or it might just be a better plan. Just have people up top do it, and we'll save this ground for something else. Like more houses, perhaps. I think I could probably get a house in right there and a house in right here. And that'll give us a bit more dwelling space. I don't feel like our city is expanding that quickly, but that's because this is a game of smaller scales and smaller victories, I think. I don't know if they're going to be able to get this harvest in, like, in time. Like, they're trying to pull in all these potatoes, but it's just like there's so many potatoes to get done. There's, like, a lot of potatoes. Well, don't replant that field. Don't bother. Go help out with other stuff if you can. I mean, I don't see a... I mean, I guess I'll free you from your bond there. This field right here, we need... Oh, no, wrong field. This field. Why is that staying open here? Give me this field. Okay. That's still got people working on it. I mean, they're pulling a lot of potatoes out of the ground right now. Like a huge quantity of potatoes. Fishermen aren't going to be able to keep up, so I don't know why I'm even going to stress about that. Instead, let's give myself a couple of hunters up and in here to help square away some of the little tasks we have to get done. What needs to get built? There's something that needs to be built around here? Oh, that's right. Gotta break some shit down. Alright, let's take off one of the fishermen. The fishermen don't matter. And they're not even producing, like, a remotely competitive amount of stuff, so I'm not gonna concern myself with making sure that they're happy and taken care of. Just let them do their thing, I guess. I can probably fit another house in right here, which doesn't sound too bad to me. Oh, never mind. Well, I was hoping I could. Shit. That's a bummer. Maybe... What could I put in here that would be a little bit better? I don't know. Nothing that I really inherently need horribly right now. Let's get somebody making me some tools, please. I forgot to click that on the last time that we were around here. She's still making charcoal, which is fine, I guess. Charcoal burns better than... I think it's just like a preparation progress or something. And once she's got all the stuff she needs here, we'll go ahead and put people back on tool duty. We should get a bunch of hides and a bunch of furs right at the beginning once they go back into hunting. Because there's a lot of stuff in the area. Like a lot of stuff in the area. 30 meat, 37 hides. These guys are just standing around. We're going to have to leave one on guard no matter what in case something tries to come and kill the chickens over here. This guy on this side. So, Chicken Master, why are you not over here? Chicken Master? Would you like to come and be a part of this, Chicken Master?
Chicken Master! Master of the pollo! Chicken Master! Chicken Master!
I might be able to do something with this right here if we wanted to lower it. We take the side of this hill and dig it down a ways so that along the side of this road we could build a couple of houses or something. It might work. It might just work. We're back to producing tools, which is great because I'm willing to bet that just about everybody needs more tools. Juliana's grown up. We're up to 25 people right now. We've got 5 houses, which means that, yeah, we are absolutely gonna have to do something when it comes to creating places for people to live. This would be workable right here if we wanted to fiddle with this. Like, can I lower this rock face right here? I cannot. Okay. So what if I take this and it just goes down to the road? And maybe we do something, God. It's pretty uggles. I'd be lying if I said I was a fan. But you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Why not? We got to give them something to work on, and not really much else going on. We're getting towards the end of the harvest season, so why worry about it? We're sitting at about 2,000. Yeah, they're draining those out quick. They're only going up here to get food if they absolutely have to. They are really, really resisting getting food from any of these lower areas. Then again, I'm a lazy asshole. No! Anal died! Not Noble Anal. She was our favorite person. I almost said our favorite wench of the county, but I guess you're not allowed to say that. She was our favorite. Everybody loved Anal. She constantly had visitors. God damn it. This game get me into trouble with some of these names. Like, how you gonna name one of your characters Anal? Like, why not just call him Butt Plug then? You know, it's like, let's just bring this up to another notch. Yeah, I don't think you get freebie chickens anymore. I think you get like one starting chicken, and that might be like all you get. And then from there, you're just kind of hosed. We need more houses. We need more houses very badly. I'll probably just put one right here, I guess. Gives me a little bit of something to toy around with. Make my life a tiny bit easier and less stressful. They're knocking down all kinds of bushes and whatnot. It's officially harvest season. They actually physically cannot finish the harvesting work over here in the amount of time that it takes, which is actually kind of mind-blowing. Still, we've got oats just in case. I mean, I suppose I'll backstock oats a little bit. Oh, they didn't harvest any of the fields. Yeah, I was going to say they didn't get to any of it. That's a bit of a bummer. Okay. Let's take a couple of you guys off. Now that winter's here, we're not going to have any of you guys to help out with that. So let's go ahead and have construction workers. And whatever we need. I mean, I would just throw people into the mines because we're lacking in clay. Well, no, we're not lacking in clay. So maybe we shut down the clay mine. And then this one over here. Clay mine's already shut down. Good. So stone mine then. We'll probably have... Oh, it looks like it even splits them. Okay, so we got 3 and 3 in each of these. That's cool. I accept that. That's good. We also have tools being rebuilt. 12 more cast iron, which means we should be able to produce several more tools, which will last us a little while. Oh, shitty. We might have hypothermia problems. 25 of those right there. Jesus. Okay, get rid of a builder. And build what clothing you can. I mean, we only have enough supplies for like 5 shirts. But maybe that'll save somebody. You can never tell. Wasn't one of these supposed to be flax? No, I converted one to wheat for some reason. Okay. This time around, let's keep that as flax, eh? Because we need more suits and uniforms and whatnot. I have a suspicion that a bunch of people are going to die of the freezing cold this year. Not going to be a whole lot that I can do about it either. It's just the way the cookie's going to crumble. Hunters, are you holding it down right now? It actually looks like they're making pretty good headway. with the amount of kills that they're getting, and they're protecting the chicken coop, which has nothing inside of it to steal. I wonder how I get more chickens. It's tough to tell. Tough to tell. Well, a tavern. God damn, that thing's huge. Okay, well, as soon as this is done, I was going to build more housing up and inside of here, but I guess that's that. I may try to play around with something in here. I don't know. We've got more than enough wood stockpiled, so honestly, the forester is probably... I mean, aside from replanting stuff, we really don't need him. The herbs should hold till the end of the year, no problem. Hopefully nobody dies of starvation. I've given you all a lovely little network of roads, and all things considered, that's not that far to walk to go get yourself food. I mean, that's seriously like a block away. That's not that bad. If you can't walk a block, then... maybe you're not cut out for survival in this harsh new medieval world. Can't really do much with that. Still haven't knocked over the coop yet either. Oh, they're building a house right there. I'm sorry, I forgot that I even scheduled that. Still digging a bunch of fish out of the water. Our mining is going pretty well. It looks like we've got some stone coming in and some other random little resources. I would like to, in the coming episodes, I don't know, maybe do like a carpenter's shop. I don't know how big a carpenter's shop needs to be, but we can fit one in right there. So that might be a cool little thing to have. I don't know what the carpenter's shop produces, so we'll wait on that one for a while. And we'll produce it when we get the chance. I think we should be solid, I think. I'm not seeing a whole lot of other tasks that are jumping out at me as needing to be completed like right this moment. So I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you for stopping on in. This game, it's called Life is Feudal Forest Village. If you wanted to get in on the relaxing city building action, then by all means do so. I got the link for you down below. Just one click away. All right, everybody. Bye.